નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, today we will study about the division algorithm for polynomial. This is the topic of standard 9, chapter number 2, polynomials. Actually, this is the topic related to the polynomials. So it is also you will study in the standard tab. So understand this topic properly so that you will solve the sum of divisions of the polynomial easily. Okay, so before we study this division algorithm for the polynomial, let us take an example of digits, numbers. So numerically, let's suppose we want to divide 25 with 4. So 25 divided by 4. And what is the result if we divide 25 with 4? See here, by dividing 25 with 4, we will get 4, 6 are 24, and 25 minus 24 is equals to 1. So here the remainder is 1, the quotient is 6. What is the 4? 4 we used to say divisor, and what is 25? We used to say it dividend. Okay, so now if we want to write down this 25 in another form, then we can write down it as 25 is equals to 4 multiplied by 6 plus 1, because 4 multiplied by 6 it gives us 24, and by adding 1 we will get the 25. So the right hand side and left hand side both are now equal. 25 is equals to 25. We just represent 25 in another form. Okay, why we represent it? Because we divide 25 with 4, and this is the result we get. So the different numbers are called in different ways. Like 25, we want to divide the number, that is called the dividend. 4, we want to divide with the number, is called the divisor. 6 we get as an quotient, and 1 that is remainder. Now here we can see that as the remainder is not 0, this 4 or this 6, either of 2, 4 or 6, both are not the factor of this 25. If 4 or 6 may be one of the factor of 25, then maybe the remainder becomes 0. Okay, so simply we can say that 4 is not a factor of 25, because here we get remainder is equals to 1. Whenever this remainder becomes 0, then the divisor becomes one of the factor of the dividend. Okay, so this same thing will apply to the polynomials. Whenever the remainder becomes 0, the divisor polynomials is called the factor of the dividend polynomial. Okay, so what is the division algorithm? This is the division algorithm. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So in the form of polynomial, we will write down dividend as a p of x polynomial, divisor as a g of x polynomial, quotient as a q of x polynomial, and remainder as r of x polynomial. So the division algorithm for the polynomial will be like this: p of x is equals to g of x multiplied by q of x plus r of x. Now one more thing is, we know that if this dividend is smaller than the divisor, then what will happen? If 4 is inside, 25 is outside, then we can directly not divide 4 with 25. So at that time we will take decimal point and then process the further. But in case of polynomial, that thing will not happen. If so, how to check for the polynomial that division is possible or not? To check that, we have to check the degree of the dividend polynomial, that is of p of x. The degree of this dividend polynomial must be greater than or equal to the degree of g of x, that means the degree of divisor. If the degree of the polynomial p of x is 2 and degree of polynomial g of x is 1, then division is possible. If degree of this p of x polynomial is 1 and degree of g of x is 2, then the division is not possible. Okay, up to that step we can divide, after that we cannot divide the given polynomial. Okay, so let us now understand this division algorithm by taking an example. Let's suppose we want to divide the polynomial 3x square plus x minus 1 with another polynomial x plus 1. So this polynomial is, we used to say p of x, and this polynomial we will say it as g of x. Okay, so here you can notice that this polynomial has degree 1 and this polynomial has degree 2. So p of x, degree of this polynomial is greater than the degree of polynomial g of x. So division is possible. Okay, so now we will write down it as here 3x square plus x minus 1 and x plus 1 here. Okay, so what will be the first step or the first quotient by which term we have to divide? What we have to take here? First of all, how to decide that? To decide that, take first term or the term which has maximum power of the variable. So the term which has maximum power of the variable is 3x square from out of this three term. So take this first term and divide this first term with the maximum power of the first term here, and it is x. Simply take the first term of the dividend of higher power and divide it with the first term or the higher power term of the divisor. So we will get 3x square upon x. So now the division of 3x square upon x is 3x. 1x is cancelled out. Only 3x will remain. So first term of the quotient will be 3x. Now we have to multiply this 3x with both this term. So 3x into x gives us 3x square. 3x into plus 1 gives us plus 3x. Okay, we have to multiply this 3x with both these terms. Now what will happen? We have to change the sign of both this term. Here this term 3x square is plus, so we have to take it as a minus. This is plus, again we have to take it a minus. Why we change the sign? Because remember, whenever we divide any number and whatever we get here, we subtract from the given number. That is why here also we have to subtract whatever we get here. Okay, so now this 3x square and is plus and this 3x square is minus. So by adding this 3x square plus x minus 1 with this minus 3x square and minus 3x, what will happen? This 2 will cancel out each other. Okay, now what will remain? X, x. These like terms are also there. So minus 3x plus x. Minus 3x minus plus x gives us minus 2x. And this minus 1 remain as it is. Now we have another dividend, that is minus 2x minus 1. The divisor remains as it is. First of all, the dividend is 3x square plus x minus 1. Now new dividend is minus 2x minus 1. So again we have to check the degree of this higher power. The degree of this polynomial is 1. Degree of this polynomial is also 1. Still, the degree of p of x is equal to the degree of g of x. Both the degrees are equal. Again the division is possible. Okay. So now what will be the second term as a quotient? Again, take this first term minus 2x and divide it with this x. Then what will remain? X will cancel out, minus 2 will remain. So take minus 2 as a quotient. Now again we have to multiply minus 2 with x and 1. So doing this, we will get minus 2 into x, that is minus 2x, minus 2 into plus 1, that is minus 2. Now again we have to change the sign as I have do in the previous step. So this is minus, so by changing the sign or doing it minus, again it will become plus. This term also becomes plus. By adding minus 2x minus 1 and plus 2x plus 2, what will happen? Minus 2x and plus 2x will cancel out each other. Plus 2 minus 1 gives us plus 1. Now check. In third step, the degree of this polynomial is 0 because it is a constant polynomial, and degree of this polynomial is 1. Now the degree of this divisor becomes greater than this new dividend. So now the division is not possible. So whatever we get here will be the remainder. We say this, whatever we get here is a remainder polynomial, that is r of x, and whatever we get here 3x minus 2, we called it q of x, that is the quotient polynomial. So now what is the dividend polynomial? Is 3x square plus x minus 1. Divisor polynomial is x plus 1. Quotient polynomial is 3x minus 2, and remainder polynomial is 1. So according to the division algorithm for the polynomial, p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. So p of x we have 3x square plus x minus 1. By multiplying g of x and q of x and adding r of x, we again get the same polynomial. To check this, put the value of g of x, that is x plus 1, q of x, that is 3x minus 2, both are in multiplication, and plus 1 is in addition. By multiplying these two brackets, we will get x into 3x, that is 3x square, x into minus 2, that is minus 2x, plus 1 into 3x, that is plus 3x, and plus 1 into minus 2, that is minus 2. And this plus 1 remains as it is. Now this 3x square remains as it is. Minus 2x plus 3x gives us plus x, and minus 2 plus 1 will be result as minus 1. So you have to notice that we get the answer 2x square plus x plus 1. And what is that? That is the p of x, that is the, according to this, the division algorithm satisfied. So how to divide two polynomials, that you study today. How to take the first quotient, first term, second term, that you can decide in this way. This thing you can check by putting the value of g of x, q of x and r of x here. Okay. So if r of x is equals to 0, that means if the remainder becomes 0, the q of x, this quotient q of x, will be one of the factor of p of x. This quotient will be one of the factor of this p of x. Also this divisor, that is g of x, is also becomes the factor of this given polynomial. As I have said, for the digit when we divide 24 with 5 or whatever digit when we divide, if the remainder becomes 0, then the two numbers, divisor and quotient, both becomes the factor of the given digit. In the same way, same thing will apply in the polynomial. Okay? So this is all about the division of the polynomials. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for joining us.